good evening. Now when I made my wig collection video in the past, I'm pretty sure I titled it something like Huge Wig Collection, Halloween, 17 wigs. 17. To my complete shock, upon brushing out all these wigs, laying them out in the hallway so I'm nice and organized for this video, over the years I have accumulated 70. 70. What am I supposed to title this video? I already used Huge Wig Collection for 17 wigs. What is this one supposed to be now? Costco size wig collection? The amount of Amazon Prime shipping boxes you ordered during quarantine? Wig collection? Oh my god. So anyways, 5 years from now when I'm like, oh, 210 wig collection, huge. Also, by the way, once I'm done with my amazement of 70 wigs I have collected, I will be showing you all of them in this video. I think it's actually more like 67 wigs, but to be fair, I have turned myself into over 400 characters, so it's not unreasonable, it's just shocking. And if you enjoy collections, make sure you also check out my contact lens video that I just posted last week, which I also do some pretty sick transitions in. I'm pretty proud. There will be none of that here. I'll link the video in one of the corners and also in the description below. I've been hiding secrets in there. Before we get started with the full collection, which is going to take me hours to film, here are some of my favorite wigs, favorite companies, and what I personally look for when purchasing a wig. Now, when I'm looking for a wig, I'm normally looking for a character. I normally have a reference of what I'm looking for, because I don't really wear, I don't wear my wigs when I'm wearing normal makeup like I am in today's video. No reason. I just prefer my natural hair when I'm going out. I like to look like me when I leave the house, unless I am a character. When searching for a wig, I normally take into consideration the price, how it looks, and basically just praying that it's going to be a comfortable fit and not super itchy or very hot. If there's one thing about me, even though I'm in a state where it's currently very, very hot all the time and the sun is usually beaming, I absolutely do not like and cannot tolerate being hot. And of course, I mean, if I'm ordering from a place that I've never ordered from before, of course, if I've ordered from them before, then I have a good idea of what their wigs are gonna be like. Now, you do also have different hair types that you can look at, but to be honest, when I'm looking for wigs, I mainly just check and see if it could be styled with a heat tool, like a curling iron or a flat iron. I'm pretty sure most or maybe all wigs can be styled, but if it doesn't work with the heat tool, it's something with like hot water and just a whole, it's just too much. I look for easy wigs. I just don't want to deal with complicated. But speaking of complicated wigs, I'm also going to link another YouTuber in the description below. Her name is Poletti. Not only is she absolutely adorable, but she knows a lot about wigs and styling them, dyeing them if you don't get the right color. She has so many videos on that. I'm just gonna, I did color one of my wigs from Alexa's video to be Rick from Rick and Morty for Halloween a couple years ago. So I'm pretty sure if she saw how I just store all of my wigs in one giant bucket, she would die. She's super nice, and let her know that the MadeULook family said hello. Another thing I take into consideration when purchasing wigs is the style of them. Now, I have a wider face, so when I'm looking for wigs, I try to find some that are longer, that are going to elongate my face, as opposed to widening my face. I don't want a wig that is going to make my face look more round or wider than it is. I like ones that are going to draw the eye downward. Now, the same goes if you have a longer face, you may like wigs that are a little bit wider, because longer wigs or longer hair is going to draw your face down even further. Of course, this is 100% all preference, totally up to you. There are zero rules, just a little hint, tip, and trick. And for me, having a wider face, this also goes that I like to have angled wigs that will come down. So once again, it'll draw your attention downwards. You might stumble across something called front lace wigs, which is what I have on right now. These wigs, although this does not look natural, but these wigs have a tendency to look more natural because they have a hairline and they don't have a thick cut bang. These wigs tend to be a lot more expensive, but you will also notice the difference between a lesser expensive front lace wig and a very expensive front lace wig. Like a pretty significant difference. It really depends on what you're going for, which I'll show you. But just in case you're ever coming across a front lace wig and you're like, this one is $15 and then this one is $150, there is gonna be there should be a difference. But also take into consideration, is that difference really gonna matter to you? When you purchase a front lace wig, it'll come to you like this with the lace on the front, and you can just cut it off. I just haven't cut this one yet. I personally don't adhere my wigs down or anything like that. I mean, I'm never in a situation where it's like windy or I'm like head banging. I'm usually either at a convention or an event or just hanging out, turning myself into a character, filming a video, and taking pictures. So, to wash my wigs, I just plop them in the sink and wash my wigs like I would wash my hair, pat them to dry, and just leave them out, brush them through, and leave them out to dry. Also keep in mind when you lay your wigs out to dry, when they do dry, they look like a little crispy noodle, but when you brush your wig through, it'll go right back into place. Where do I get my wigs? A variety of places, but I have probably an absurd amount of Rockstar wigs. Some of them I have purchased, some of them have been sent to me, but all of which I have been using Rockstar for years and I continue to absolutely love them. Which, by the way, any coupon codes that I have for wig websites, I'll link in the description below. My absolute favorite wig style from Rockstar is the Farrah style. You guys see this wig in so many colors all over my channel all the time. I used it for Harley Quinn, and this wig was originally white. This is one of the ones that I dyed for my Rick and Morty costume. Thanks to Alexa! Things that I want to mention about Rockstar wigs is that they are thick, but they're not hot, and they're not itchy at all. And that is why I love them. I also do love that they are very thick and very luscious wigs, but at the same time, you might run into a character in which they don't really have thick and luscious hair. So if you're not looking for something or someone that is going to be very glamorous or very full, and you're looking for something that's thinner just for looks, because like I said, even though they're super thick, they're not hot. I stress this because I really hate being hot. Like if I'm hot, especially if I have a wig on, if I'm hot, I am an Alaskan king crab. But if you're looking for a wig that's thinner, then you might not want to consider Rockstar. Moving on to some wigs I have from Etsy. This absolute beauty of a wig I got off of Etsy. It is handmade, but it did run me, I'm pretty sure, I think $250. Was it worth it? Yes. That wig and those wigs are also super comfortable. I've ordered from several places on Etsy, but typically they are around $200. The only thing that I worry about when ordering from Etsy, unless I'm ordering from the same shop or just if I'm ordering like the first one from one shop and it is $200, I'm just like, please be good quality. Once again, you can always read reviews, and one thing I will definitely say about Etsy, read reviews about shipping. And in addition, also I recommend messaging the seller and just asking them any sort of question just to see if the seller answers you. Because I have had it, not with a wig, but I have had it where I ordered something off of Etsy. I didn't get it for months, and I was trying to be super patient in case something had happened to the seller or something was going on. I was being ridiculous and being like, probably overly like, I hope they're okay. Eventually I got in contact with them and I got my order and everything was fine. But it did take like months. Like, I think it took 3 months. You also might want to reach out to them and ask if they ship to your country if you're ordering from another country, or just ask them some general questions so you know that they are there and they are alive. Definitely look up reviews of the seller and the quality and see if they have any photos of the wigs that they bought from that person. So definitely when ordering from Etsy, I would say there are precautions that you have to take, but it's also nice to be able to support an individual and a small business. We then have Webster Wigs, which is the wig that I'm wearing today. Now I am super new to Webster Wigs. Like I just ordered I think 6 wigs from them couple months ago. So I think I still have a little bit of playing with them to do. Gorgeous wigs. The colors of Webster wigs. Oh, these wigs are also extremely comfortable. Would I say they're as comfortable as Rockstar? To be completely honest, no. I don't think that they're itchy, but I am a little hot wearing it. Hot enough to be like, dear God, I'm never ordering from here again? Absolutely not. Love their wigs. Super pretty, super bright. Oh, look at it! When my order came in, I was like stressed out how pretty they are. And all the wigs that I ordered from them were front lace wigs. And all of them have the ombre type look. Definitely recommend if you're looking for like a punky type, bright, vibrant style. Last but not least, especially if I need a last minute wig, Amazon. And you know, you just gotta brush it a little bit, less noodly. And this wig is also a front lace wig. Now you can immediately see the difference between mine that I have on right now, and you can see it's kind of like a little bit of mesh, makes it look a little more natural. And this is literally just glue. It is just straight up a line of glue. You do not see through this at all. You could probably just take a marker or just take a little bit of eyeshadow and just pop. These wigs are significantly thinner by a lot. I could stick my hand right through it. When you separate them, you can see all of the wefts as well as my nails. But with that being said, do I really care? No. I was actually shocked how nice a cheap wig was from Amazon. Like, I expected it to be really reflective, very shiny, very plasticky looking. It's really not. I mean, there's definitely a quality difference between the wig I have on my head right now and this wig, but for me, because I also have finer hair to begin with naturally, it doesn't bother me that the wig is fine because it looks more like my hair. I don't find the wigs from Amazon to be hot because they are so fine, but they definitely can be itchy on your forehead. But if you have a wig cap, especially if you have a fabric wig cap, you're not really gonna feel it anyways. And this one you could basically just, cause it's 10 bucks. Not that you wanna get it all knotted though, cause that's a whole separate nightmare. So this one is from Amazon, and this is all ombre. This one is from Amazon, also just different patches of blonde, and pink, and they're fine. So my recommendations in no particular order: Rockstar if you're looking for thick, luscious, beautiful wigs that are not hot and not itchy. Webster Wigs, which I am new to, but I have the front lace and they have very, very vibrant, beautiful colors. Also not itchy, but a little hot. Could actually be quite toasty depending on the length of the hair. Etsy, which might be a little more on the expensive side. You do have a possibility of getting a wig that you're absolutely not going to like, but you also have the opportunity to support a small business and maybe find a wig that you do really like. That's just a game of trial and error. Or Amazon, if you're in a hurry, you don't care how thin the wig is, you don't care that it's itchy, and it's not nightmare itchy, it's just I want to get this wig off after a couple of hours itchy. With all of that being said, we shall now enter my collection of wigs. Which I also told my gram that I was filming a wig collection, and she's like, do you have a mannequin to put the wigs on? And I'm like, I am the mannequin.